My name is Mackenzie and I'm doing my career presentation over being an independent contractor. An independent contractor is an individual that a client can hire to do some commercial work for them. The independent contractor can either have their own employees or they will actually contract out other companies. So they're basically just a middleman to do some work for a client. Education is actually not required for this field, just because it is considered like a freelance job, but it is preferred just so that way they know that you have some background information. So those majors that are preferred and will be helpful are construction management and business management. According to ZipRecruiter, the average annual salary that they took of last month this year is around $56,000, but they also reported lows of $11,500 and highs of $143,500. The reason that these vary so much is because an independent contractor is allowed to charge however much they feel is necessary. They can charge per hour, per day. It's kind of up to them how they do it, and it also depends on how small or how large the job is. John Steven Nisnik, who's a writer for the website The Balanced Careers, wrote a couple of different pros and cons for being an independent contractor. The main pro that he highlighted on is you are your own boss. You get to create your own hours, kind of decide when you go to work, all of that good stuff. And a con is they typically have to provide their own tools, meaning if something breaks, if something gets lost, stolen, etc., they are responsible for replacing those items. So this is Gerald Rice. He owns JR Enterprises. He is who I interviewed. He does work outside of Odessa and Midland, but he's also done work here in San Angelo. So he kind of just does work wherever it comes from. I initially started the interview by asking him what he enjoys about his job, and my favorite quote that he said was, "It's unexplainable how much he loves it. He loves being able to come home to his kids, kind of get to go on vacation when he wants, all of that stuff, and he really doesn't have to do a lot of manual labor, which he did for the majority of his life. So it's nice to be able to kind of sit back but still make money with his career." He got started right outside of high school, started working kind of odds and ends construction jobs, whatever he could find, and kind of worked his way up to remodeling bathrooms and doing roofs and all of that kind of stuff. And then before Christmas one year, he got fired from one of his jobs, so that was kind of his push start to say, you know what, I'm gonna go on my own. He decided he wanted to become an independent contractor so that way he could be his own boss and he wouldn't have to worry about things like this ever happening again. And so yeah, that's just a little bit about how he got started. Two things I learned about being an independent contractor is, one, you have to be willing to start from the bottom. Like Gerald kind of explained to me in his interview, you're not going to just graduate college and immediately have this big business, that's super successful and makes money and all of that kind of stuff. You do have to be willing to start from the bottom and kind of build a rapport with different kinds of clients and just get yourself out there. I also learned that even though you are your own boss, you still have a client that you have to work for. So you're still there to provide customer service for them and do the best of your ability to ensure that they are happy with the product that you give them. There we go. Two things I learned relating to myself was, one, that I am taking a career or a major that will be helpful with this career. I am actually taking business management, so that'll help me get a kind of kickstart with all of the business side of it, and then from there I can kind of just start building my rapport with different kinds of people. I also realized that this is really what I wanted to do. I originally started as nursing, quickly realized that was not for me, so over time I just kind of had to figure out what I wanted to do, and being my own boss sounded amazing, so that's kind of where I got to where I am now. So this is actually Gerald's logo and everything for his company, and these are two things that he built. So this is Sola Spa and Heroes Fitness, both in Midland, and these he started showing me all of his pictures, and it just made me realize like how much I actually really want to get into this career, because I want to make other people happy and create things as beautiful as these for clients, and just, you know, help them out as much as I possibly can.